Twin Flame Collective. As I promised, coming out with this video to help explain what has been given to me by the divine to help all of you out, which I've been doing for clients. It's been amazing. But I figured, just going to my website and reading about it, it's not the same as how I can tell you about my journey and how I got to getting to these types of healings and readings. So let me start out with saying, hi, I'm Marguerite, aka Angel Whispers Light Healing. And along my journey, it's been over 20 years of knowing my twin and going back and forth, but not being awakened until a couple of years ago. And then it was fast tracked to me being pushed into all these healings, all these things that have been given to me while working with clients. This is what happens. A lot of the times they will reach out and say, I'm feeling I need a healing like this or that, and then I come up with them. So it's very personalized. I do have templates, as you will see on my website, but it's very personalized to what you're going through, what's going on. I've learned so much about this journey, how beautiful it can be, instead of when you first start out reading about it, that it's so painful and it's this and it's so hard and the separation. And once you understand all these things, and this is where I work with my clients to help them understand the more positive side of the journey. Can work with anyone, really, but I tend to work with Twin Flame because you've been awakened. You understand more of the spirituality part of a relationship and the romantic, beautiful relationship it can be, but it's also all about the spirituality and your life purpose. So with these healings, it starts out with, like I said, I have a lot of stuff on my website for anyone out there, so many readings and different things, and I can do healings with anyone. But with Twin Flame, you're just a little bit more open to all of it and understanding it. So you start out with the past life because any of these energies that are stuck on you spiritually are needing to be healed. Now, this is all spiritual, and what I do is, if you watch me, my weeklies, I use cards. And in using the cards, it helps the ego, the brain, recognize what's really going on within needing to be healed. Because a lot of the time, yes, we have free will and we ask for things, but the bottom line is sometimes we don't really know what to ask for. And my healings show you what is and I'm going to say needed to be healed at that time, because it's like peeling an onion. There's layer after layer. So as I've really developed these healings over time, it's gotten to be a little bit more comprehensive, to the point of I feel very comfortable to put it out there to you all that this is the lineup. Okay, now things can change here and there. That's why I don't do packages, because things, you might be in this healing and then it might have to go back again and heal a little bit more before we move on to the next one. So it really is personalized on what you're going through. So we start with the past life, where we deal with what kind of energy is surrounding masculine and feminine energy, and anyone from your past that might still be spiritually attached to you, and energy to learn from. And it also helps them to disconnect as well, because there is that connection still. So it can create with those retrogrades that they're coming back, they're trying to give you messages, just like your masculine tries to give you messages. So there's no such thing really as narcissism. It's us having to figure out what's going on with us, that we're being treated this way on either side. Okay, so when you start to heal and move forward out of these past energies, from masculine energy, feminine energy, the way you've been treated, even from your ancestors, because your ancestors are present wanting to heal this as well. And that's part of the journey too, with these healings that have been given to me from the divine. It's a beautiful gift. So the past life, we go through getting those energies off of you, going toward what emotions have been kind of jaded in a way, what ego, and the ego part is the ancestors, what they've given to you, kind of like I do an attitudinal karma, what kind of attitude you've been given from your ancestors, the way you've been treated, and even your family around you at this time. Okay, so, and then I learned that not only is there an ego up here, there's an ego at your solar plexus chakra, which is your life purpose. So when you've gone along your path in the past and you're getting towards your life purpose, how many times you felt like things are opening up, I'm feeling better and better in my energy, I'm more divinely aligned, and this is what I call it, aligning with the divine, being more divinely aligned, less of the human aspects of it all, so we can create really what we truly desire and what has been placed there for us. So as you go along, the ego in there from your ancestors stops you and kind of pushes you off your path. So we heal that as well. Also, what's limiting you now from the past that's in your 3D, seeing that limiting thing and healing that as well. Then healing some energies in the 5D, and then moving toward a real outcome for you. Now this is a two-part process with the past life. Yeah, you go into the darkness, and then I do a spiritual light healing after that, surrounding masculine and feminine energy for your union, or if you're not sure who it's for any masculine or feminine energy around you, giving you new life energies from the past, clearing those past life energies, giving you new life energies, and then grounding a 3D energy at the time for you to be aware of. Now, as a blonde, I understand when I say this to everyone, it's a two-part process. If you have black hair, you don't go straight to blonde. You have to do a two-part process. Lighten it up a little bit, and then you can go there, okay? More toward the light. So that's why that's a two-part process. Then after that, most of the time we go on to the DNA. What ancestral-wise, miasma is what it's called. You know, that spiritual things that are stuck within our DNA and getting you back to your original DNA state. So we go through that, and it shows masculine energy within your DNA, emotionally or spiritually, it's stuck there. Feminine energy, and then union energy, which is relationship. Now, everyone has the ability to be divinely aligned. So when I do that, when I still speak of within your DNA, it's divine feminine, divine masculine, and divine union. So we deal with those energies, and we heal some things in the 3D surrounding that as well, recognizing what's going on in your 3D because of what's in your DNA strand. Okay, and then we go on to the soul healing. And at some point in time, it's all up to, like I keep saying, it's personal. We do an attitudinal karma, which shows you, you know, it's usually kind of in between here, shows you what type of reaction you're having to karma that's coming to you, and then replacing with your true intention of understanding it a little bit better and how you can heal from it and learn from it and move on. Because that's what karma really is. It's messages to us to what can we heal and how do we put our pieces back together. Because they've been put over here and there, you know, if anyone knows the story of Isis and Osiris, that's part of it. You know, that's why the feminine, Osiris was ripped up into tons of pieces, and Isis had to come along and put them all back together to bring it back to life. And that's the thing, the feminine does that for herself first, and then the masculine follows behind. And also we do healings for the masculine as well. If you are feminine out there, we also do the healings for the masculine, so it goes a little bit quicker. Okay, so then attitudinal karma. Now we're talking about the soul. With the soul, it shows you what went on within your soul. I mean, it gets in depth. This is the one that really channels and messages come through, and it's amazing what comes through, because I'm going, does this make sense? It's not up to me to recognize it, it's for you all. Okay, so we go through the soul, and it shows what went on, what you're feeling when it happened, kind of thing, and then really what went on, what took place, that to get these fragments in your soul to not truly be who you are within your soul. And then we have the miasma as well, of what shut you down, what hurt you. And then we have the stuck belief, like the human stuck belief there to release from your soul. And then a total clearing. And then we just do a healing of what we were going to replace it. And it's also like a reunification at the end of it. So it's reintegration, so you're putting back the positive fragments into your soul, and then reunification, meaning coming back, what energies of a feminine energy and a masculine energy coming back towards your union when it comes to your soul. So we do the feminine, and then we do the masculine soul, because you've split and you've gone on your paths trying to get you back to your original soul, okay? But then we also do, in this time, if you have met, what happened, that's how you recognize one another, through your soul. So that's like what they say, twin flame, your twin, you have the same soul and it splits. So then you're like, oh my gosh, wow, I recognize, I feel this pull, and then something comes up at that point in time that's having to be healed, and it lets you know what went on in this lifetime that's needing to be healed within the soul. Then we go on to ancestors unite for your divine purpose. It has been given to me that most of the time the reason why it isn't so easy to get with your twin is because your ancestors did not get along in the past. So now they have to understand one another and unite and come to a compromise to help you clear any of the negativity within your life purpose, within your divine purpose together, and then replacing it with positive. Then you actually give a healing to them, because they're stuck within karma, because they created this schism in a way of, you know, arranged marriages and things that they thought they were protecting everyone with, but they realize now as they pass on, they were not. Okay, so they're in need of a healing. They're in purgatory. They're in these words that we use as humans, and it helps them, and it shows you that. And then you're given a bit of a gift from Ganesha, and you move on from that. And then finally, we have the forgiveness healing. Now, the forgiveness healing Oh, I forgot about, the 2-part process with the spiritual life. No, I told you that one. Sorry. We have the forgiveness healing. And the forgiveness healing encompasses all the major things that you did throughout the healings, but what's most important to forgive and release, and what's being given to you because you've taken this time to realize, I can forgive, I can release, I know this karma can go. So these are part of the healings that I'm letting you know about, what gifts you're being given with that forgiveness. There's times where, you go back and forth with these things. I will be there to guide you, but it really is powerful. The clients I've worked with have really moved forward, have really shifted, and even if it's not about the relationship, it's also about getting more divinely aligned for yourself. And in doing so, you attract more of your abundance, more of what's best for you, and can really go through life just asking for what you want, knowing you're going to receive it, and release any of those, which I'm trying to come out with my own deck of limiting beliefs. It's the healing I'm working on it. It's going to be healing on your journey to unconditional love. So healing the human side of all of it. And I haven't really, but I do have already set up the cards and everything. And it's just on your life path, healing any of the human parts, that limiting beliefs that are put within us as we grow. Because what happens is, as you know, you're born, you're this beautiful thing, and as we go, the human condition happens. We're told we can't do this, we can't do that, you're not good enough, you're that. And these are all these things that are stuck on us karmically that we can release and understand. We can be more in line with the divine. That is what is wanted from us. That's what this journey is all about. Unconditionally loving self first, and then showing everyone else unconditional love to allow them to be who they are. Because each one of us is a gift to this world if we allow ourselves to be. We are not sheep. We become sheep, and I'm not talking about Jesus's flock. Jesus's flock is we are divinely aligned, and we are going around Christ's consciousness, moving toward what he went through. It's all about the journey. I'm talking about we have become sheep wanting to be like other people when I'm me, you're you. Let's do this. Let's help one another out and be the gift to the world and change this world. And right now, light workers and light beings and twin flames are being asked really to step up to do this. So I'm putting myself out here now because I've never done a video like this with me in it. All you see is my hands, but it's time. It's time for you all to connect with me. And if you connect with me, please reach out and get the help. Okay, reach out, talk to me, go to my website, message me, and we'll come up with a plan that's going to help you to get more into these energies, because the world needs us right now. And coming into this new year, we're much needed. We need to lighten up this planet and raise the vibration and help everyone around us. And in turn, we are helped, okay? So please, if any of this resonates with you and you're ready, just please reach out, go to my website, and keep watching. Thank you, everyone. Thanks to all my clients. I love doing the work. And also at any time, it's a balanced process where they give me input and I help them out. And it is not me. It is the divine speaking to you. Okay? And in order to get healing on a spiritual level, they're asking you to give of material. So that's why there's an offering. How much is it? I mean, you can have all the material in the world, but if you don't have your health, what is life, right? And spiritually is the first part of healing. To heal spiritually, then it comes down to emotionally, which is your guidance, and then physically, and your whole 3D world shifts and changes. But if you just keep doing things physically, that spiritually is still stuck there. And so you may feel a little better here, but that's what drags you back, okay? You keep coming back, and that's your cycle, that's the path, because you haven't really released it spiritually. And this is what they've given me. This is what I am truly blessed with. So please, if you're interested in going along this journey and having it be a beautiful process, instead of something that you dread, that you keep feeling like you're stuck and you're in the same place. I mean, I was there, y'all. I was there, and now it's totally different. Everything's moving forward. Everything's great. And I feel so good in me and my divine feminine energy that whatever else happens around me, it is for my own good. And it's moving forward, and he's getting more strength, and we're coming more together every day. And it is a process, a journey, but it's a beautiful process if you allow it to be and you take the steps you're guided to take. So I've taken up enough of your time if you fully watch this. So sending you light and love and much happiness and healing, because that's what I'm here for. That's what they want of me. I could tell a little bit more of my story of how it all happened, so comment below if you all want to hear more of the miracles I've been through to show me to get on this journey. I just wanted to do this. I didn't want to make it too long, but if you're interested in my story of how my miracles happened in my life and I saw shifts and changes and how things have been so different since I stepped on that path and just opened up and allowed them to use me as a channel to help you all, okay? So reach out, comment, let me know, and I'll see you soon.